Well, it may seem hard to believe, but waiting at a red light can, believe it or not, actually shorten your commute. At least that's the theory behind freeway ramp meters. I know. I hate them too, Kim. But nobody likes them.
In today's Behind the Wheel, Tony takes a look at how they work and if they really are getting us down the road faster.
Well, here's a welcome sight, a ramp meter during its off hours. But even when they're on, they're supposed to get us down the road more quickly. Frankly, I'm going to need a little convincing.
What we have found is that this improves the efficiency of the corridor. That's safety, but it also improves the timing.
It's hard to argue with improvements, but how ramp meters make those improvements happen can seem a little mysterious.
Ramp meters are really sort of counterintuitive. It doesn't make any sense when you're stuck at a ramp meter and traffic is flowing smoothly on the freeway right in front of you.
But what drivers may not realize is that ramp meters are activated by actual traffic conditions farther down the road, and not just by what you see on the road in front of you.
It's all about not what's going on your ramp, it's what's going on the main line of the highway itself.
That information is fed into the system automatically through sensors in the road, but an operator can still override the system and turn the ramp meters on or off depending on conditions.
When we see a bad backup, when there's a crash, we can change the pacing of those signals and make sure that they are more appropriate for conditions.
So if you were thinking all ramp meters were on some sort of a timer or only controlled by some guy sitting in a room flipping a switch, well, not quite.
We can have people sitting in a room and flipping a switch, but generally they're operated automatically.
As red lights go, ramp meters tend to go green pretty quickly, and they don't even bother with yellow. So even if it feels like you're losing time by stopping, remember, you'll pick it up once you make your merge.
It increases the number of vehicles we can get through a corridor. Things are moving faster in there, and with a little luck, there's fewer crashes too.
Well, even if you're not convinced that ramp meters work, ODOT certainly is. So don't be surprised if you see a few new ones popping up on a ramp near you sometime soon. I'm Tony Martinez, Fox 12 Oregon.
Boo!
Can we run your piece on zipper merging again now, just to follow this one?
As a sequence to it. You know, they've been around since like 1980s here in the Portland,
Yeah.
150 of them. But the first ones were in Chicago, like in the early 1960s. They've been around
Really?
that long. But basically, the notion is that the wait you have at a ramp meter is less time than you would wait on the highway if the meter weren't there.
Huh, okay.
That's the theory.
Got
That's
it.
the plan.
I'm going to have to watch this a few more times this
Same.
morning to be convinced, okay?
And I love Dom, but I was
He's
like going,
great.
Yeah.
really?
I actually was thinking, do they go to a school to learn? You know, it's interesting to me how they understand what they're looking for when they're doing these things.
Yeah,
like
a lot of technology
observing
built
and,
into that.
wow.
Yeah,
good.
they go,
Thanks,
and
Tony.
he's the professor.
Right.
Exactly, Professor Dawn.
Professor
Yeah.
Tony.
Oh, Professor Tony.
with-
I'm the assistant professor.
with-
Thank you, that was interesting though,
Yeah.
because I hate those things.
I
do. Who
Yeah, I
doesn't?
do too.
I don't. Whatever, it's fine.
Interesting.
Yeah.